Hello everyone, welcome to Spinning Iris. It's time for another BookTube spin tag list. Yes, as of filming this, I'm not quite done with the third spin tag, and I've almost done with the fourth book. So Rick McDonald posted the announcement for the fourth spin tag, and I decided to revamp my list a bit. This one's going to be rather odd. What do I mean by odd? Well, what I have on my list is a little bit of what's been on here before, some that I've DNF'd in the past and would like to revisit. I think there's one that I would like to reread, as well as some brand new selections for this list. And, well, here we go. So the first category for this list is odd all around. First one, Tom Hanks's Uncommon Type. So it's the book of short stories by actor Tom Hanks. Number 2, The Man in the Ceiling by Jules Feiffer. This one's been on the list before. Book I got way back when I was a little tyke, and it's kind of been in my collection forever, and I have not read it for some weird reason. So if this one gets picked, it's going to get read. This is... it's actually a kid's book, but I don't mind reading kids' books. A book is a book. Speaking of kids, number 3, Five Nights at Freddy's, The Silver Eyes by Scott Cawthon and Kira Breed Riceley. So yes, if this one gets picked, I might actually attempt the game. I have not played the game. I've seen a few playthroughs of the game, and I know how spooky it is. Yeah. If this one gets picked, I'll play the game. Number 4, this one I got brand new this year, The Secret History of the Mongol Queens by Jack Weatherford. A little bit of non-fiction for this list. Yeah, basically, as the title says, Secret History of Mongol Queens. These are basically the daughters of Genghis Khan. And it sounded interesting when I got it. And yeah, gets picked. This will be fun. And number 5, back on this list, of course, Erich von Däniken's Chariots of the Gods. The second category, Odd Classics, ? That's number 6, The Woman in White by Wilkie Collins. This one I decided not to read I decided to specifically not read for Victober because it is quite long. And if this one is picked, I will also read The Woman in Black, as it will be the right time of year for it. And it's worth reading again. A really great ghost story by Susan Hill. And number 7, I had this on the list not too long ago, L.M. Montgomery's Anne of Green Gables. Number 8, The Lost World by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. This one I tried reading a long time ago. I'm not sure why I stopped. I either got bored or distracted. And then I just kind of forgot that I read it or started reading it. And it's just kind of been sitting on the shelf waiting for me to read it. Which is funny because that is exactly what happened with Michael Crichton's The Lost World. I started reading it and I forgot I was reading it until I remembered, oh wait, I haven't read that yet. So yeah, if this gets picked, I'll finally finish it. Number 9, we've got Captain Blood by Raphael Sabatini. I've seen the Errol Flynn film. It'll be interesting to see how this compares. And it's got an introduction by Bernard Cornwell in here as well, who's famous for his Sharp series, so very appropriate. A little bit of a swashbuckler there. And number 10, The Ivy Tree by Mary Stewart. This is going to be a reread for me if it gets picked. It's one that I have reread the least, and I don't even remember what happens in this one, so it'll be very nice to revisit this one. In category 3, this one is called Random Odd, and that begins with number 11's Circe by Madeline Miller. This one's been on my list for a few times. Yeah, this one's gotten some great reviews. The cover is fantastic. Number 12, we have Always Lived in the Castle by Shirley Jackson, the author of The Haunting. This one I had started reading not too long ago and then just kind of stopped. I think I was not in the right mind frame to read this. It's, how do I describe it? It's a little, it's very moody, I guess is the word to use. It says eerie. So yeah, a little bit eerie, a little bit strange. So it'd be nice to give this one a try again. Number 13, we have The Seamstress by Alison Pittman. This one I got for my birthday this year. My mother got this one for me. I didn't ask for it. She just said, this looks interesting. Read it. Tell me if it is. So this one gets picked. I can finally tell her. This, I believe it's pre-revolutionary France. So, yeah, be different. And number 14, we have Mycroft and Sherlock by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Anna Waterhouse. This is the sequel to their first foray into Holmes fiction. So it's the sequel to Mycroft. But this time, Mycroft and Sherlock together. I can't wait to get to this one eventually, if it's not picked for this particular spin. But yeah, the first one was really good. So I'm glad they did a second one. I remember the brief moment that Mycroft and Sherlock had in the first book was rather nice. Some nice chemistry there between the two brothers. It's gonna be fun to see them actually solve a case together. And also a return to this list, number 15, Man in the Empty Suit by Sean Farrell. I know you can't see the cover. Ooh. And the last category, Odd Thrills. And that starts with L.A. Confidential by James Ellroy. I have seen the film, of course, so it'll be very fascinating to see how the book compares. I know my mom read the book, and she says there's quite a few differences. Can't wait to read those for myself. Number 17, Disclosure by Michael Crichton. One of the few of his that I have not read yet. Have not seen the movie, so nothing is spoiled. Yeah, I know nothing about what goes on in this. So it'll be fun to finally get to that one. That one's been on the list before. Another one that's been on this list, number 18, The Flanders Panel by Arturo Perez Reverte. A bit of history, mystery, deceit, and death. Yeah. And to add to the thrills, we have The Knife Slipped by Earl Stanley Gardner, writing as A.A. Fair. This looks to be the first publication anywhere for this particular novel. Yeah, Earl Stanley Gardner, best known for his Perry Mason novels. This is a Cool and Lamb mystery. I don't know anything about them, so I can't wait to see what they're like. Hard Case Crime has some very slinky covers. And the last one, this one I got this year, I think around the springtime. And this one should be rather fascinating. Wuthering Nights, an erotic retelling of Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte and I.J. Miller. I think it's kind of riding the coattails of the weird mashups that were happening after Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. So that's my list for BookTube spin number 4. I can't wait to see what gets picked. Until then, I gotta finish what I haven't finished yet. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Be sure to check out the original BookTube spin videos down in the description. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.